everyone. In my previous post, I've mentioned that candidates should stay original, stay real. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to tell you what do I mean by that. SSB is something really amazing. It's about exploring yourself. Okay, now the drawback is people who got recommended will not know for what reason they got recommended, and people who didn't get recommended will not have a much clarity on why they got rejected. So everything is perception. Now there is so many informations available online, like in Instagram, YouTube, Google. If you search in Google, there are so many articles talking about SSB. All these are perceptions, and definitely there are officers who come up with their thoughts, like who are part of SSB board also, so you can definitely listen to them. But end of the day, it is you who need to decide what you want to do in the SSB. You will be getting so many gyans. Even in this particular page also, you will be getting gyans that you do this, do that, etc. But end of the day, it is you who need to make the decision whether you want to do it or not. I do not recommend any candidates to blindly follow a particular page, even this page, no. Because whatever I say may not, like certain things may not be matching your personality. So if I ask you to smile during the interview, but you are a person who doesn't like to smile throughout a session, like conversation with somebody else, that is not going to help you, right? Like that will be really awkward. You're faking it. So I want you guys to stay original, real, and along with that, I want you guys to improve. Now I'll give you some examples that has happened, examples like from the real life scenario of me performing in SSB. Okay. Now there are so many gyans that you get. Always pick up the first topic in the lecturate, be the first one to start the group discussion, or always try to give the final story in the group discussion, like for PPDT and in group planning exercise, etc. End of the day, are you comfortable in doing that is a question. Now I'll tell you about my personality. I can't nominate myself for a group discussion, like to give the final story. That is not me. I can't do that. I find it very awkward to nominate myself that, guys, can I tell you the story? And everybody will be like, okay. I can't do that. I have seen in group discussions, there will be 3 to 4 hands raising up to give the final story. And I'm like, whoever it is, please go ahead. I always have that kind of attitude when it comes to the final story. If you ask me whether it is right or wrong, I don't know. I can't do that. That is my personality. If others ask me to give the final story, I don't hesitate. I'm confident enough that I can give the story. But will I nominate myself? I won't. So this is based on my personality, I'm saying. So if you have the opportunity to raise your, if you find it very comfortable to raise your hand to nominate yourself and give the story, that's absolutely fine. That is something really amazing. Okay, but which I can't do. That is my personality. Now in lecturate, I have heard that you should pick up the first story. Now the first story, the advantage is that the first topic in lecturate, you get 4 topics. So it is arranged in a pattern that the first one is the toughest topic and the last one is the easiest topic. It is arranged in such an order. So first topic, if you want to talk, you should have general awareness. You should have the habit of reading newspapers. So you will have to talk with so many facts like current affairs. Everything is involved. The last topic will be a general topic. Any idiot can talk about it. I used to be a candidate who always picked in all my 4 SSPs the 4th one, because it was a general topic. Anybody can talk about it. It might be about how the Indian tourism can improve. Simple topics it will be. So if I went with a thought key, I should definitely pick up the first topic just for the sake of it, and if I don't have the awareness to talk about it, why should I pick the first topic? I feel that taking the 4th topic, and if you're able to present it in a very beautiful way, that is better than taking the first topic and talking bullshit, right? So end of the day, what are you comfortable with is what matters. Now in the GTO task, I've heard one of my senior telling me that you should have a straight face, uh, like, talk only when it is required, etc., etc. But now when you see my personality, I'm a person who's very chill in life. Okay, I always love to smile. I don't hesitate even when a stranger comes and meets me. I'm a very jovial person. I keep smiling and talk to that person. Now, my first GTO task, like in my first SSB, the GTO task, we were doing command task. So the obstacle that I got was starting line, the finishing line, and in between only one structure was there, only one structure. So you can imagine how complicated it can be, because normally the first line, second line, there will be 2 or 3 structures. Here only one structure was there, and the helping materials what I got was a plank, a bully, and a triangle. Normally it will be a rope, but here I got a triangle. So I was a bit surprised because I have never come across something in my coaching. Like I was doing my coaching, 2 weeks coaching in Cavalier India in Bangalore, but I have never come across something like that. So I was a bit surprised. Okay, so somehow, like, even though it was difficult, somehow me and my subordinates, we moved to the obstacle from the starting point. Now the challenge is from this obstacle we have to get to the crossing, the finishing line. I was struggling. I was not able to get an idea. So the GTO said, like, Indu, you can take your subordinates. And I'm like, okay, thank you, sir. I asked them, guys, you have any idea? Even they went blank. So nobody, like 3 of us are having no idea. So I'm still trying to figure it out. And somehow I managed to get an idea and to move from that particular structure to the finishing line. You know what GTO said? He said, Indu, this particular the particular projection which I was using as a support to cross from that obstacle to the finishing line, he says that this particular section is completely gone. It is burned, broken. You can't use it anymore. Now how do you do that? I looked at him and I started laughing because I am putting so much of effort and you're just complicating it. Like, the basic intention is to understand how do I handle pressure. But I never thought about it and I just smiled at him. That's how I am. So if I was somebody who completely followed what my senior said, that you need to have a straight face, talk only when it is required, etc., that will be something which I am not. So your focus will not be on trying to find a solution. Your focus will be on something which your senior told that to fake, which shouldn't be the case. So what I want to tell you guys is, there is no hard and fast rule in SSP. End of the day, how do you want to execute is what matters, whatever it might be. So stay real, stay original, and I'm sure you guys will come out in flying colors.